For the last few weeks, I have been speaking about faith and teaching about what the Word of God says about faith. One of the things that we taught and we learned is that faith comes by hearing, and hearing is by the Word of God. If faith is necessary for our Christian walk, because without faith, the Bible tells us it's impossible to please God, then faith is important to the Christian faith or to the Christian life. So how do I get faith? The Bible tells us that faith comes by hearing. Then it falls on you and on me the responsibility to make sure that we are hearing correctly so we can have the right faith, so we can be pleasing to God. So in this way, it is our responsibility to be in the right place, to be in the right church, to hear the right teaching, so we can have the correct faith by which we can be pleasing to God. Someone will ask, well, how would you know if you are listening or hearing the right message in the church you go to, or on teaching on the net, or how do we know if how do I know if I have the right teaching? Well, the way you can tell is you can measure your faith with what the Word of God says. Do you do the things that Jesus said you can do by your faith? Are you moving mountains by your faith? Are you seeing signs and wonders by your faith? Are you being transformed by your faith? So if these things are not happening, most likely that you haven't developed the right faith by which you can please God, because you are not hearing correctly. So it is your responsibility and my responsibility to hear correctly so we can have the right kind of faith. Jesus said in Luke 8:18, be careful how you hear. So it is our responsibility to be in the right place and to hear the right message. Many people, they have sacrificed hearing the right message for the sake of being in a church where they can have social connection, where they can have friends, but they are not hearing the right message. Don't do that, because your faith is at stake if you don't hear correctly. Hearing is a serious, necessary exercise, and we need to pay careful attention to it. We need to make sure that we are hearing correctly so we can have the correct faith, the true faith by which we can please God.